I am ready. I'm so ready. Let's do it. Yeah. Hello and welcome to another episode of CarlBTV, the place to prosper with your passion for changing lives, including your own. And today's subject is all about how to become more visible in life and in business. You know, I used to suffer from the Mr. Nice Guy syndrome, and when I was working in the corporate world, I was often in meetings and often held back on my own viewpoints because I was afraid of confrontation, and I often put other people's needs in front of my own. Now, if this resonates with you, then I've got a great plan, 5 steps for you today to become more visible. Step 1 is to keep track of all your accomplishments. You know, one thing that I found really helped me to get more visible is to keep a daily journal of all the activities that I'd achieved throughout that day. And even if it was just simple things, just showing up somewhere on time, or calling a friend, or doing a task that I felt particularly proud of. And by keeping this list and building it up over time, it gives you something to look at and reflect upon, to say, hey, you know what I do is actually quite good and I accomplish a lot in my life. And when you communicate this with your family and friends and colleagues, it really does serve you to get into the habit of communicating what you've achieved, what you can do, and what you're capable of. Step number 2 is to leverage your strengths. And one thing I found that's been particularly helpful in my life and my business is to ask friends, family, and also clients for 5 characteristics, 5 things that they believe I excel at or that I exude. So it might be that I'm capable or confident or a leader. So by asking other people what they think about us and giving us some positive feedback on 5 things, 5 characteristics that they believe we show, it helps us to get in touch with exactly who we are and how we convey ourselves to other people. And that certainty is really great because I find that by knowing how I'm perceived, it helps me to understand myself a little bit more and the things that I'm good at. And when I know that I'm good at something, then I become more visible at doing it. Step number 3 is to share more interesting, valuable, and entertaining content. You know, everybody likes to have a smile put on their face, and everybody likes to see things that are interesting or entertaining. And in sharing your recommendations and articles and quotes even, you show the world really what you're interested in and what your viewpoints are. And people really appreciate it when you take the time to share something that's interesting and of value to somebody else. Step number 4 is to get the help and support of a friend or a mentor who can help you overcome any lack of confidence, any nerves about becoming more visible, whether it be on camera or at the workplace, or even in your family. Having that support system to help you through any limiting beliefs you may have or anything that might be holding you back from becoming more visible is paramount, because that support will really help you to learn new habits and new behaviors. And new habits and behaviors take time and accountability. So with that support, over time, you become more confident and, of course, more visible. Tip number 5 is to keep a daily gratitude journal. Now, I always make this part of my morning ritual when I wake up. So I have my cup of tea and I think about the things that I'm really grateful for. Maybe things that have happened the day before or are going to happen this day or have happened recently, just to send to me into a confidence level, a confidence energy that will help me throughout the day to refocus on my efforts. And as a result of being grateful for things, I find it more easy actually to become visible in front of the camera and just show up in life in general. And that's what I want for you as well. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of CarlBTV. We'd really appreciate it if you can come over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button to get more updates from us. And also, I'd love to hear from you about your own struggles with becoming more visible and any tips that you want to share with us in the comments over on our blog. I can't wait to see you in the next episode.